A wise woman once said, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. And we've got 3 rival CTO candidates who should be at each other's throats, but at dinner they were all buddy-buddy. So whose friend is whose enemy, and whose enemy is really a friend? Or wait, is it the friend of your enemy is your enemy? The friend of your friend is your enemy's friend? Oh, but maybe if you befriend your enemy's enemy, you become their enemy too, which makes you friends? Or enemies with benefits? No, that's not right. What do you think?
Did you just ask Corbin's dead body a legitimate question?
What? No! I mean, yes. Sort of. For a second there, I thought I saw him blink.
Well, if he starts answering, you gotta let me know.
Why save the world once, when you could save it twice before breakfast?
And you're watching one of his movies on your cell?
It's comforting to hear his angelic voice.
Don't just stand there! Throw me the bazooka, baby! That's right! I'm about to make some popcorn! Pop, 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 pop!
Pass me some pan de cajou? Can't get enough of that cheesy bread.
You're hungry after our late night swim session, huh?
You know, you may be onto something with this whole stress eating thing. After this weekend, I'm gonna spend a week with my personal trainer. But let's move our investigation somewhere else. I'd rather not become a frozen appetizer.
Yeah, we got a cold case to solve, am I right? No? Nothing? Did you hear what I said?
I did, yeah.
You are listening to Murder in HR, starring Kate Mara, Ben Schwartz, and Adam Devine. Presented by Wellhub and BambooHR. Murder in HR is created by Ian Faison, and this is a Caspian Studios production. Jemma and Shane are a top-notch team of HR detectives, but you know another team that finds winning solutions together? It's Wellhub and BambooHR. BambooHR connects HR professionals to the must-have tools for things like reports, payroll, hiring, onboarding, culture, performance, and benefits. And Wellhub connects employees to must-have well-being options for things like fitness, mindfulness, nutrition, sleep, and more. You put those two together, and they're working to help businesses and their people thrive, both at work and at home. No more detective work needed. Visit wellhub.com to learn more and schedule your free demo today at bamboohr.com.
You know, I've been thinking.
That's never a good sign.
We do work for a company of assassins.
Where are you going with this?
Well, maybe Corbin's death was an inside job and I...
What? We just didn't get the memo?
Yeah.
That's impossible. I always get a heads up with the new assassination request forms I implemented.
What if someone didn't want you to know?
Is someone hiding something from me? Is it Dallas? It's Dallas, isn't it?
No, nobody's hiding anything from you.
Good, because I'm very tapped into that sort of thing.
Oh, definitely.
I can smell a rat from a mile away.
You absolutely can.
They smell rat-like. Nope, whoever decided to ruin our dinner with a murder didn't think to CC me on the email.
Forget I said anything. Just please forget the whole thing.
Plus, I don't think any of our staff would bypass Gregory like that. Remember, he and Corbin became BFFs overnight.
True. It sounds like they were practically braiding each other's hair.
Now, our last interview revealed Beale was hiding something, even if we don't know what.
Plus her hanging all over Corbin at dinner.
But the soup is key. She was nowhere near the soup. If that's how Corbin was poisoned, how did she do it?
Good point. Got me there.
That's okay. It's not about how right now. It's about the why. Motivation is everything. We gotta lean hard on our next candidate.
Max. Speaking of, an email from Max asking if we could switch locations of our interview from the lounge to the game room.
A last-minute location change? That's suspicious activity noted.
Maybe he's trying to throw us off with this venue change.
Or he thinks a few rounds of Pac-Man will win us over. Either way, we're on to him. It's 10 p.m. on Friday the 5th. This is final interview number 2 with Max Maverickson in the game room, for the record.
To the max!
What was that?
Oh, that's just my brand. You know, always bringing the energy, pushing the limits. Gotta keep things fun and exciting, right? I mean, who wants to work in a boring office when you can have a blast every day? High fives, team spirit, maybe a little healthy competition. So what do you say? You guys want to paddle up?
Yeah, I understood like a third of that.
All right, Max.
Hell, I'll answer to the MAV, or Max a billion too, but never call me late to a launch. I'm about blasting off, not waiting around on the pad.
I promise we'll refrain from calling you any of those names.
So, my boy Nicholas owed me a game of ping pong. And seeing as he's not here...
You want us to play you?
Both of us.
Ping pong's where it's at. I've had more breakthroughs while pinging than in front of my desk. In all my years, I have never seen a startup with a ping pong table fail. So if you want the best of me, then you better serve.
That data can't be true.
It's not, I made it all up. But, sounded awesome, didn't it? Come on, if I don't get my ping pong reps in before EOD, my arms start to feel like overcooked noodles. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I prefer my biceps al dente.
Hey, thanks for the locale switcheroo. Super cool, you guys.
I have to say, we're a bit surprised you're still up for the interview after all that happened.
It's a shame what happened to Corbin. But business never stops, even when things get wild.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
Hey, aiming for the top means embracing every challenge. A little chaos just adds to the fun. That's why I'm here. I thrive on this kind of energy.
Like death energy?
It is a company of assassins, so that's pretty common during interviews.
To the max!
Did you know Corbin well?
From all his movies? Who didn't?
So last night was the first time you met him?
I wouldn't say that. We ran in some of the same circles, but we weren't bros. Which is a real bummer because I feel like I could be friends with everyone. Even nerds like you guys.
I'm not. That's. So, why piece of shit, Max?
Look, no disrespect at all, but you guys are awesome.
That's not disrespectful in any way.
Appreciate that. Look, I am totally stoked to be here with you. I'm all about teamwork, making the dream work, and this team is incredible. You've got some of the best minds in the industry, and I thrive in an environment where everyone is passionate and driven. I bring a ton of energy and creativity, and I love turning big ideas into reality. Plus, a place with a game room this cool, it's like it was designed for someone like me.
We're all about wellness here.
Oh, me too. I take wellness to the max. At SpaceX, I created something called Stellar Nav.
Yeah, that was the app that revolutionized space travel efficiency and even integrated a health tracking system to monitor and improve astronauts' well-being.
Correctamundo.
Would you say that was your biggest success to date?
Well, no. Let me tell you about something even bigger. You see, while Stellar Nav was a proud moment, my real pride and joy goes back to my freshman year of college when I was a bit overweight.
Oh, wow, okay.
Imagine this. I'm the son of 2 Olympic athletes, but this corn-fed Midwestern farm boy was a little over in the weight department. I was into tech at an early age, but I had back issues from sitting all day building computers.
Funny. Same.
Really? When'd you build your first computer, huh?
Age 7.
Oh, I was 11.
Oh.
Anyway, one day in college, I looked in the mirror and thought, this isn't going to cut it. So, I started working out. But there was no fitness-focused app for highly competitive peeps like me. So, what'd I do? Well, naturally, I created one. SweatSync. It uses AI to simulate workout partners who cheer you on while also arguing with you about the best types of protein shakes.
Why do I remember this app?
It's still around. It's currently available on Wellhub.
I do like people arguing about protein shakes.
Same. Big chocolate guy here.
Yeah.
It blew up when Elon Musk mentioned it on the Joe Rogan pod. He said SweatSync helped him train for zero-gravity squats while prepping for missions. We got 20,000 users overnight. Suddenly, every major sports league wanted in. Professional athletes were using it, and our user base skyrocketed. Right out of college, I sold big at 23. Living the dream.
Where did you say you went?
College? I was a homer. Went in-state to the University of Iowa. Hawkeyes, baby! That's a Hawkeye sound. And that's where my greatest achievement to date comes in. I used some of that money to create a scholarship at my old school. Not just any scholarship, though. This was for kids that had that fire in their belly. The ones who wanted to blaze trails in tech, but didn't have the means. Guess what we called it?
To the max?
How'd you know that?
It's a wild guess.
Wow, that's amazing. I bet you had to give a big speech at the school.
I did, yeah.
So you're comfortable giving speeches? And you could, say, give insight into what makes a great speech?
I see where this is going.
What did you say in your speech, like verbatim?
I mean, you know, it's probably out there on YouTube.
I'll find it. Do you prefer speeches that are more heartfelt or inspirational?
You'll have to excuse Jemma. She's a bit preoccupied with a speech that she may have to give, but we're getting right back on topic.
Well, I was young and dumb. I was hot-headed, competitive. I've changed a lot. So, I'm sure the speech was self-serving.
Speaking of self-serve, do you have a favorite frozen yogurt? Would you rather have mint or strawberry?
Jemma?
I don't eat frozen yogurt. In fact, I avoid berries altogether. and mint only belongs in toothpaste.
Okay, moving on. The scholarship. Can you tell us about it?
Every year we choose one bright kid in the Iowa computer science program to get $25,000 in seed money to start a hella smart startup of their choice. We've had some epic students that have made some really cool products, but it's not just about making money. It's about making a difference. See, that's the real win. Seeing those kids who might have never had a shot, now running their own startups, making waves in AI. I'm a proud papa. That's why I want to do a piece of ship. Inspire change. It's no secret this company is behind in the tech race. 6 months with no CTO. And if you're not ahead, you've already lost. If you hire me, we won't just run the race. We're gonna change the game.
Shane, what do you think about our product?
Me? Okay, I mean, I think it needs some maintenance, but it's not as bad as Max is saying. Actually, I've been compiling a list of changes that I would make with a new product roadmap, and honestly...
You have been working on a product roadmap?
Yeah, it keeps me entertained. I get bored when you're yapping into your little doohickey recorder thing. Plus, I don't know if you've noticed, but we don't even have a CTO, so...
You think you know more than me?
Wow. I don't even know how did you just jump to that?
Okay, Mr. 7-year-old computer whiz. Show me what you got.
Well, how am I supposed to show you what I got?
Prove it, bro.
Yeah, prove it, Pipsqueak.
Come on, step to me.
What?
See those
Step to you?
fingers
Are we
work.
gonna dance?
To the Maxathon.
To the what-a-thon?
It's a hackathon. I call it To the Maxathon. See, most hackathons are 24 hours. We roll for 24 minutes. Write some code that can improve this office right now. Whoever gets the furthest wins.
I really don't think this is the
Come
best
on.
use of our time.
Stretch those fingers,
you
big
can
guy.
tell I need to stretch my fingers. I do not want to go on the computer.
Woo! Go Shane, go Max!
The mood is tense in here. Each of these tech titans is going at it in a hackathon challenge for the ages.
This is officially the nerdiest thing I've ever witnessed with my 2 eyes. I didn't know typing could be a contact sport. How's it going over there, Max?
Don't distract me.
Okay, let's strip away unnecessary variables, streamline the logic.
Hey Shane,
Yes, Jemma?
are you winning right now?
No, maybe. There, that should do it. I'm done.
And time. Fingers off the
No,
keyboard.
not again.
Okay, that's it, folks.
Do we vote on this? I vote for Shane.
But how did you...
Now, if things go according to my plan, Max, uber competitive as he is, will unleash his inner Hulk and show his true violent tendencies on Shane, which, saying it out loud, probably isn't the best idea.
What did you build?
Oh, yeah. Well, I wrote a little program that alerts Blackbeard to when a Dunkaroo dispenser is low. Just FYI, Jemma here eats Dunkaroos by the bowlful. Like she just keeps jumping her in her mouth, like she has a black hole in there or something.
Gross.
I know, I don't recommend it, but you can use it for any snack. Or like hand soap or whatever. It's only 20% done or so, but I shipped it.
My hero. Uh-oh, here we go.
No, that was some impressive coding.
Would you say it was...
To the max! Yeah, I would say that. I usually do.
Okay, yeah, it's all you say, I think I would say. You're not too bad yourself. Bro, what did you build?
Come here, check this out. I was reworking a kill request form automation. Pretty sick, right? So it auto-sends rather than you doing it manually. Time is money, after all. But I gotta say, the way you were moving out there was like... chef's kiss, my man.
You're gonna make me blush.
Blush away, my dude.
What is happening right now?
I think we're becoming best friends.
Bro, do you want to sweat one out with me? So this sauna, huh? How relaxed do you feel right now?
I feel like a human baked potato.
Max, I won't lie. For a second there, I thought things were about to take a turn.
Why? Because I'm super competitive? I've done a lot of work on myself over the years to get right in the head.
He's done a lot of work on himself.
He's right, and see, my therapist tells me I have to let things go. And I gotta give credit where credit's due. Shane bested me fair and square.
Listen, it's not just about the end result, but the journey along the way. But it's really about the end result, especially when you won, which I did.
This guy, huh?
Me.
This guy!
Me.
As long as we're not competing against one another for the CTO position.
About the other candidates, do you hold any animosity? What do you think you bring to the table that they don't?
Truth is, they're great gals. You'd be lucky to have any of us. But luckiest if you chose me.
Max, I know we've become fairly close in the last 7 minutes, but I have to admit something.
I feel it too.
What was that?
What? No, nothing, dog. Never mind.
Okay, cool. I can't believe I hadn't heard of the scholarship. If I had known, I would have applied to Iowa.
Hawkeyes, baby!
You gotta say it after every time?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't more people know about it? Any prolific winners go on to make companies?
Nobody famous. Yet. Revcart Cloud, Porto Keys, Rainia. Solid companies that are still rocking.
Any flops?
Yeah, a few. Funny how some of your greatest successes can also lead to your biggest failures.
What happened?
You know how it is. Give a college kid 25 grand and they might do some crazy stuff. After a few years, people question the winners, parents get upset when their kids don't win, it can become a bit of a mess.
You get bad press for the failures?
In my life, I learned to fail fast and take companies to the max. I literally can't stop. Our scholarship winners do the same. Anything they did was my failure. Here's the thing. I learned from it about the importance of oversight, the need for stringent due diligence, and most importantly, that even with the best intentions, things can go sideways. And after I cleaned house and put in a rigorous vetting process, the scholarship got back on track. I had to bust a few skulls, but it was worth it. Look, sometimes you gotta take out the trash by any means necessary, if you want to come out ahead.
By any means necessary, huh? Now, if those aren't the words of a killer...
Thanks, by the way, for pitting me against him in a coding cage match to the death.
Think of it as a character-building exercise, with a little potential homicide in the mix.
Let me guess. You think he's a liar, too?
Something tells me that corn-fed Midwestern farm boy has more secrets in his haystack than he's letting on.
What?
Blackbeard?
What's up, Jem? How's my favorite person in the world?
I'll never get used to that.
Jeez, Blackbeard, you came out of nowhere.
I told him to watch our backs, but also guard the fridge. Someone's been munching on my brigadeiros. You can multitask, right, Blackbeard?
I was built to multitask. Haha, get it? Jemma? Did you get it?
Can you search the name of the town in Iowa that Max grew up in?
Where are you going with this?
Corn-fed Midwestern farm boy? That's what Max called himself, and I couldn't figure out where I'd heard it before until...
According to our BambooHR database, Max Maverickson grew up in Hawthorne, Iowa. Population, 983.
And what about our friend Corbin?
Corbin Parker grew up in Hawthorne, Iowa.
Whoa. So you're saying they both grew up in the same small podunk town in Iowa?
And Max claims he didn't really know him.
Well, that's not what he said. He never said he didn't know him. He said Corbin wasn't a friend.
And if he's not a friend...
Then maybe he was an enemy.
A rival.
And rivals? They want to beat each other.
By any means necessary.
You are listening to Murder in HR. Jemma and Shane are a top-notch team of HR detectives, but you know another team that finds winning solutions together? It's Wellhub and BambooHR. BambooHR connects HR professionals to the must-have tools for things like reports, payroll, hiring, onboarding, culture, performance, and benefits. And Wellhub connects employees to must-have well-being options for things like fitness, mindfulness, nutrition, sleep, and more. You put those two together, and they're working to help businesses and their people thrive, both at work and at home. No more detective work needed. Visit wellhub.com to learn more and schedule your free demo today at BambooHR.com. Thank you for listening to Murder in HR, starring Kate Mara, Ben Schwartz, and Adam Devine. Created by Ian Faison. Presented by Wellhub and BambooHR, a Caspian Studios production. Written by Taylor Sardoni and Ian Faison. Directed by Ian Faison. Executive producers are Kate Mara, Ben Schwartz, Adam Devine, and Ian Faison. Co-executive produced by Dane Eckerly. Starring Kate Mara as Jemma, Ben Schwartz as Shane, Adam Devine as Corbin Parker, Ottaviano Acosta as Felipe, Ross Pomerantz as Max Maverickson, Dino Pasilich as Blackbeard. Produced by Mark Wolf Roberts. Produced by Taylor Sardoni. Our supervising producer is John Libby. Our supervising creative producer is Landon Pontius. Sound design and mixing by Sound Sculpture. Dialogue and music editing by Ryan Classy. Mastering by Scott Goodrich. Music supervisor is Landon Pontius. Production support from Bradley Glansrock, John Libby, and Jess Avellino. Video producer is Bradley Glansrock. Video production support from Scott Levine. Marketing support from Dino Pasilich, Kyle Ruska, Colin Stamps, Dylan Langlis, and Rockable. Script consultant is Christopher Dean. Additional support from the team at Wellhub and BambooHR. Recording support from Studio Awesome. And special thanks to Chris Kelly.